But yeah, welcome back to the Major Slack Attack. Alright, we just finished going through Sledge's Safehouse, and yeah, this is a business video, hardcore slackers only. I picked up a whole bunch of weaponry, and I'm just going to go through it and compare, sell, and possibly buy some new weapons, alright? So that's it, hardcore slackers only. Fair warning once again, let's do this thing. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I want to do here. CR tube rifle and CR tube rifle, both those are going to go. They don't want the rocket launcher because it's the fire rate's too low and the damage is not really that great for a rocket launcher. Out of the shotguns, I was really struggling between the terrible Matador and the painful shotgun. Took them out into the field, and I would have to say the terrible Matador outperforms the painful shotgun, even though the accuracy is much lower. Yeah. There's nothing like having 12 on the mag. So that's that. Submachine guns, here's another one. Where's that other thing too? The Double Fury. This is a pretty good weapon. The only thing about this weapon is these repeaters that don't have a scope or an iron sight. You see how much that blocks your view? So I just find this really hard to aim with. So I think I'm gonna sell this. I know it's a really kick-ass weapon, but I think the this thing here outperforms it with respect to, like, you know, scoping and whatnot. I'm kind of on the fence whether to keep the static SMG. Definitely gonna keep the burning SMG. What else was I thinking about? Yeah, between these two, the Deathly Rifle, this is what I really struggle with. I took this out into the field on some practice runs and closely compared these two, and they're really close in regards to performance. The Heavy 24 support machine gun has a slack rating of 235.2. That's damage over time. Okay, slack rating, damage times fire rate gives you a better estimate of how, you know, damaging a gun is. Okay, and the Deathly Rifle has a slack rating of 338, so that's 100 more than the support machine gun. The key difference between these two is, first of all, the Deathly Rifle, it's a burst fire, 3-shot burst fire, so you pull the trigger 4 times and the magazine is empty. Alright, so it dishes out a lot of damage, but you got to spend a lot of time reloading. This has got a huge freaking magazine, and there's nothing like keeping up a steady barrage of bullets on an enemy as he's advancing on you. It's nothing like it. So, I don't know, just the sheer fun factor, I would say this is better, even though the slack rating is much lower. It's only, like I said, 235 compared to 338. So, yeah, I'm really struggling with, I want to empty out my inventory as much as possible. And I'm really struggling between these two. I think I may actually keep them both. Okay, so I know what I want. I am going to sell for sure. Let's sell those. Hang on, let's get out of here. Organized by weapon type. Let's put the support machine gun there. And the terrible Matador, let's put there. And let's start selling. Okay, TCH Deathly Rifle, we're on the fence about you. Both CR cheap rifles go. The Double Fury, it pains me to sell it. It's a great weapon, but like I said, it has no decent iron sight, and you know, like, the mug of the gun just takes up too much space in your view when you're trying to scope it. So and also my Tech 12 SMG outperforms it, or is close to it. Yeah, it does actually outperform it. I'm looking at my notes here. Tech 12 Violent SMG, slack rating 317, whereas the Double Fury, slack rating 266. So the Double Fury has to go. That's going to leave me without a repeater, but I think I'm going to manage. Rocket launcher goes. Scattergun goes. Painful shotgun, I decided that goes. Going to keep the terrible Matador. That's going to be my shotgun. My Skag Buster. Burning SMG, definitely going to keep this. Any kind of incendiary weapon, okay, fire weapon you have, is going to be excellent against I keep forgetting which is which. Moe and Marley. The Legend of Moe and Marley, that's what's coming up next. Okay, Moe is a fire skag. I'm looking at my notes here again, and Marley is the shock skag. Okay, and Marley tends to do ranged shock attacks. So if you can get the high ground on him and then just rain down a whole bunch of burning damage on him, you'll take him down right quick. So if you got a burning weapon of any kind, keep it, and that'll take out Marley no problem. So I'm definitely keeping that. I'm on the fence about this. I'm going to keep it for now. Definitely keeping that. All these sniper rifles suck. That sucks. And that sucks compared to the one I have. This liquid sniper, the fire rate is fantastic on it. So that's what we're left with. I don't want to carry out my my grenade mods either. I'm going to have to decide between one or the other. I think I'm going to go with the sticky for now, even though I do like bouncing betties. I've been reminded, yes, I do indeed like bouncing betties. You know what, Slack? You like bouncing betties, you remember? Oh yeah, that's right, okay. So I'm going to sell this for now, even though I like them, but I'm, oops. What am I doing? Swap that out. Okay, I thought it was in the sell screen. Reinforced healing shield. I don't really need this either. Okay, so the bouncing betty goes and the reinforced healing shield goes.
Your grenade should do more than just explode. Customize
Reinforced
your
healing, that goes. And bouncing betty, that goes. And that is pretty damn good. As far as backpack space, we're going to be picking up a lot of stuff on the next run. Okay, and the next run is the Legend of Moe and Marley. Alright, let's take a look at the map when we get outside. Two big badass skags we have to take on for this mission right here. Alright. Once again, Moe is a fire skag and Marley is a shock skag, and they're tough. They're tough sons of bitches. And plus, we're going to clear out that whole area there, the whole area north of Arid Hills, like the north section of Arid Hills. Wipe out a whole bunch of skags, pick up a whole bunch of XP, and stuff like that. There, let's see what they got for sale. Probably nothing special.
When you got my machines and their scary needles.
I'm not really crazy about these elemental blast shields, you know, that go off when the enemy comes near you. This is the same thing. I'm not really crazy about those.
Want to make a bigger boom? Buy a better mod. I've got all kinds.
I tend to avoid buying grenade mods because they're quite plentiful out in the field when you go out and kill enemies and get weapon drops. So even though this has much more damage than mine, I think I'm going to pass on it. $3,600, a little too expensive. Let's go quickly outside. And loot that red chest again. And get some ammo. Save some money. Yum yum. Yum yum. Got that, got that. Red chest is up here. And then next time when I take off, I'm just going to leave this red chest alone. Maybe hit it up when I come back.
Lady luck.
Grab the nades. So full up on nades. What do you got there? Terrible shotgun. Fire rate is way too low. Taking to sell it. SMG. This is not going to be anything special compared to my Tech 12. This will quickly do. Slack rating on a 14 times 6.9. It's not going to measure up at all. 14 times 6.9 equals a slack rating of 96.6. Not even close. Not even close. Slack rating on the Tech 12 is 317. So that's not even close. Back in we go. Sell those weapons. Ammo up, and I'm going to call it a video. You're staying organized by that. Okay, you're staying. Terrible shotgun, you're going. That goes, and we're good. Ammo.
Better arm yourself with the best.
Could use some combat rifle ammo. Could use some SMG ammo. And we're good. That is it. Thanks for watching. See you next video when we take on the Legend of Moe and Marley. 1, 2, 3. Get some.